What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ralph John's Photography. Today I'm going to talk about 10 tips to expand your knowledge in videography and photography. First tip I have for you is if you're normally doing like portraits of babies or portrait photography in general, switch it up. Do some landscapes. If you're normally doing landscapes, do some macro. If you're normally doing macro, do some portraits. I mean, just whatever, switch it up. There's plenty of different types of photography that you can do, so just switch it up. Second tip I have for you is, and I'm going to use my phone to cheat here a bit because I wrote it all down on my phone, is to only use one lens. Oh, and what I mean by this is it could be a prime, it could be a zoom, but go out with just that structure of using that one lens and find the limitations of that lens, so therefore you know how much that lens can do for you. Third tip I have for you is to go ahead and shoot the same thing at different times of day if you're doing it outside. If you're doing it inside, this really doesn't apply to you much, but if you go outside and shoot landscapes, the different times of day change the different lighting situations. And even, you know, in, I guess, inside stuff, you can do different lighting situations too. But the sun really makes you think on what works best, where, and how. That's why that's my third tip. My fourth tip, though, is go ahead and shoot video. If you're a photography person, then only photography, try some video. I can't recommend it enough for the simple reason, well, your camera has another side to it that is video. I mean, it's mainly a photography camera for you if you're shooting photography, but it has a video function. So use it. Use the whole thing of your camera and understand what everything does in that. Instead of just going, I know this great, and so this is good. The fifth thing I have for you is go out and get a drone. If you don't want to go buy a drone, go find someone that has a drone, and that'll give you a different a different perspective of what to shoot. I mean, for example, I got shots like this and this with my drone, and I could have got them other ways if I would have spent tons of money for it, because I can go rent a helicopter with the doors off for $500 for half an hour. So, you know, I could do that, or I could go spend $1,000 on a drone, a good drone, and get the same shots and be legal and not, you know, have it for another future use instead of just blowing up $500 for a few shots. Now, I'm not saying don't go out and never use a helicopter for your photos and stuff, because in some cases you may want that. And so, you know, just go out and get a drone, use it a little bit. If it's a cheap drone, still use it just to see how it works well. Number 6 is different lighting setups. So this is for the indoor people. If you want to go ahead and do different lighting setups, try a 1-point lighting system like I have here currently. Try a 2-point, and then try a 3-point, and then 4 and 5 and 6, okay, to where you're making different colors in the background and stuff and everything, and, you know, to where it is, make a futuristic scene out of just lights, or make a police scene out of just lights. Just figure it out on how, you know, the end result that you want, then work backwards from there. And I think that would work well. Number 7 that I have for you is go out and rent a lens. Like, for example, let's say you're a prime shooter or something. Like I have a 24mm on here right now. Why don't I go out and rent a 24-105 or a 24-70 or a something like that, or even 70-200 or a 15-35? Okay. Now, granted, I have a 16 and 24, 35, a 50 and 85, 24 to 105, 100 to 400, and 800 f11. Okay. I have all them lenses already, so in my case, I still may go rent a 15 to 35 f2.8 to see what what focal length I use the most in it. If I use just a 15, well then why have the whole zoom? Or if you're using a 15, a 24, and a 35, why not combine all of them into one really good piece of glass? So go out, rent that lens, and then, you know, make your judgment from there on what you have. Number 8 is, if you haven't done so, join a camera club. Okay, join a camera club, join a videography club. Go out with like-minded people and see what they think of your stuff. 1, see how their process works. 2, and to just have a camaraderie of people together. Go out, hire models and stuff. Even so, that's one. Another thing that'll help create your stuff further, in my opinion. Number 9 that I have for you is show your work. Show your work. Go out to photo galleries, show that, get other people's perspective on your work, whether it's on your phone, through a gallery, whatever, and listen to those opinions that they have. The reason why I say that is because you may think your stuff is the greatest stuff ever, and they may think it sucks. In the end, the most important person to please is you, and only you, but they may be looking at a different way that you didn't think to look at it. So that may open your eyes to new possibilities. And then number 10, and this is the most important one, I kid you not. By far, this is the most important one. Go out with your camera or video camera or whatever you have, or even cell phone, whatever, okay? And just go out, have fun shooting. Because if you're not going to have fun shooting, what's the purpose of the last 10 tips that I did? Because the whole purpose of having photography and doing it as a hobby or even as a profession is to go out and have fun. I mean, if you don't have fun doing it, why do it even? It's going to be more of a work for you, and then you won't want to show nobody because it's like, oh, another grind 9 to 5 type of thing. So anyways, that's all I have for you this week. Peace out. Bye.